The new M2 encapsulates the sheer joy of driving. Fleet-footed agility and handling are qualities essential to the emotional experience of new BMW M2. The expressive styling of the new BMW M2 is a clear indication of its mission to deliver sporty driving pleasure and stems from its powerful proportions within its compact dimensions. The 108-inch wheelbase is a critical factor in its agility. It is 2.1 inches longer than the previous M2, benefiting legroom front and rear. The powertrain technology in the new M2 brings elite performance to the premium compact segment and delivers an intoxicating driving experience in the style of a classic high-performance sports car. The M2 is the only model in its segment to be offered with an inline 6-cylinder engine, which impresses not only with its balanced performance characteristics, but also its superior power. The engine is paired with either a 6-speed manual gearbox or a dynamic 8-speed M Steptronic transmission with Drivelogic. In either case, the engine's power is fed through to the road in traditional fashion via the rear wheels. With 453 horsepower at 6,250 RPM, the S58 engine outguns the unit in its predecessor by 48 horsepower. It combines the latest M twin-power turbo technology with the high-revving character drivers have come to expect of an M car. The engine's peak torque of 406 pound-feet is produced between 2,650 and 5,870 RPM. Urgent response, an appetite for revs, and linear power delivery into the highest reaches of the engine speed range define the performance experience in the new BMW M2. The engine revs to a maximum 7,200 RPM. The athletic proportions of the new BMW M2 combine with clean surfaces and sculpted forms that accentuate its wide stance. But the M2 is most obviously differentiated from the BMW 2 Series Coupe by the M-specific design features necessary for cool air intake and routing and aerodynamic balance. The front is dominated by a wide frameless BMW twin-kidney grille with prominent horizontal elements. The M-typical 3-section lower air intakes have almost rectangular contours and optimize cooling of the powertrain components and brakes. The boldly contoured headlight units are positioned to the outer edges of the front fascia. Inspired by the legendary BMW 02 models, they each have a single circular headlight, using full LED technology for both low beam and high beam. The contrasting background of the lights showcases the advanced technology at work. The daytime driving lights take the form of U-shaped light arrangements at the lower edge of the headlights, which also function as the turn signals. Prominently flared side skirts flow into broad, muscular wheel arches to create an appearance characteristic of BMW M and inspired by motorsport. The M2's silhouette is defined by its long hood, short overhangs, and a passenger compartment set far back. The roofline sloping down from the B-pillar and the short deck lid culminating in a pronounced lip spoiler complete the look of a compact BMW coupe with clear high-performance abilities. Customers can specify the new BMW M2 with an M-carbon roof as an option. Using this lightweight material for the roof reduces vehicle weight and lowers the center of gravity, enhancing handling agility. Pronounced horizontal surfaces give the rear end its structure. Classic hallmarks of M design include the vertically arranged reflectors set deep into the outer edges of the rear apron and a rear spoiler lip designed to generate additional downforce at the rear axle. The most striking element of the rear end is the pronounced diffuser insert. This air directing element adopts a minimalist racing look and incorporates signature M-quad tailpipes. The tailpipes are mounted significantly inward from the edges of the rear bumper and enhance a powerfully compact rear view. Standard on the new BMW M2 are exclusively designed M double-spoke light alloy wheels in a jet black finish. 19-inch at the front and 20-inch at the rear. The same design in a bicolor finish is a no-cost option. The M2's cockpit, with its driver-centric design, features M-specific displays, controls, and configurations, as well as the advanced BMW curved display. In base, the 2023 M2 features newly designed M Sport seats with more pronounced side bolsters. Optional for the first time on the M2 are the track-ready M carbon bucket seat, part of the optional carbon package. Fully electric and heated, they feature integral head restraints and illuminated M2 badges just above the backrest. The use of carbon fiber reinforced plastic in the structural elements of the seat bottom and backrest, together with the cutouts in the side bolsters and below the head restraints, saves about 24 pounds over the standard M Sport seats. Customers wishing to inject more sporting style into the cabin of the new BMW M2 can opt for M interior trim in aluminum rhombical anthracite in place of the standard black high gloss. If the optional carbon fiber trim is specified, the shift paddles on automatic transmission-equipped vehicles and trim on the M leather steering wheel will be finished in carbon fiber, along with the trim on the dashboard and center console. A key feature of the M-specific control concept is the setup button in the center console's control panel, which provides direct access to the settings options for the engine, chassis, steering, braking system and 10-stage M traction control. On models fitted with the manual transmission, the gear shift assistant can also be activated and deactivated from the M setup menu. A selection of advanced driver assistance systems provide comfort over long journeys and safety in unclear situations on the road. The new BMW M2 is equipped as standard with park distance control, with sensors at the front and rear, dynamic cruise control, front collision warning with brake intervention, and lane departure warning. The optional active cruise control system with stop-and-go function for the M Steptronic transmission only maintains the chosen cruising speed, while also automatically keeping a safe distance from vehicles traveling ahead, with a choice of 4 proximity settings. Choosing the manual or automatic gearbox will have only a minor effect on performance. The new BMW M2 comes standard with a 6-speed manual gearbox, creating a performance experience in the classical mold, can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.1 seconds. The available 8-speed M Steptronic transmission also offers befittingly sporty gear shifts and have accelerate time 3.9 seconds. Top speed is electronically limited to 155 miles per hour or 177 miles per hour if the optional M drivers package is specified. Another contributor to the sublime dynamics of the BMW M2 is the standard active M differential. It can stop rotational speed compensation between the rear wheels whenever required and generate a locking effect of up to 100% seamlessly and variably. Sophisticated chassis technology, originally developed for the M3 and M4, endows the new M2 with the tools required to convert the power of its straight-six engine into sublime straight line and lateral performance, both in everyday driving and on the track. At the same time, the compact dimensions, short wheelbase, excellent longitudinal and torsional stiffness of the body and chassis mountings, and a nearly 50 by 50 weight distribution combine to deliver precisely controllable fingertip handling. Add classical rear-wheel drive to the mix, and the result is driving pleasure of incomparable purity. The suspension has M-specific kinematic and elastokinematic properties, which combine with the large caster and kingpin angles and the lowered roll center to produce both dynamic handling and carefully calibrated comfort-focused attributes. The M-specific version of the double-joint spring strut front axle comprises aluminum wishbones with ball joints, an aluminum torque arm with newly developed mounting, a forged swivel bearing with a unique spring strut clamp, and lightweight wheel bearings with very high camber stability. The 5-link rear axle with M-specific upgrades provides the ideal basis for direct high-precision response in highly dynamic driving situations with its wide track and rigid mounting. The M Steptronic steering facilitates accurate turn-in when powering through bends on the one hand and effortless parking and maneuvering on the other. It does so by combining the benefits of speed-sensitive power assistance and a variable steering ratio. There is a choice of 2 settings for steering response in the M setup menu. The standard adaptive M suspension features electronically controlled dampers designed to maximize road contact and traction in all driving situations. Built exclusively at BMW's plant in Mexico for the whole world, prices for the new M2 will start in the States at an MSRP of $62,200, not including $995 destination charge.